Hi collectors, today we're going to talk to you a little bit about some items that we've got coming up in our February Fine Militaria auction. We've selected a few little bits, as you can probably see and guess. This is all items relating to the British Airborne Forces, mostly to do with World War II, but we do have one thing which is interesting, like one immediately post World War II. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with this really fine British Airborne Paratrooper Smock, known as the Denison Smock. Okay, what's nice about this one, this is what's known as the first pattern example. 1942 dated. As you see, it has the woolen cuffs, the painted front with the screen printed pockets. But what makes this one even more special is this is actually attributed to this gentleman here, which you'll be able to see, which is a Sergeant Neil. He was from North Wales. Now, Sergeant Neil, we was really interested to find out. We found this old newspaper cutting inside the pocket, which relates to him, and it says that basically he pre-war played professional football for Crewe Alexandra and then on to Liverpool Football Club. And we did a little bit of Googling, and there is actually newspaper articles about him signing for Liverpool Football Club in 1932. And then, like I say, as the newspaper article goes on, it's about his career in the local area, but it does mention about his wartime service, which says about him serving in Sicily and North Africa, but also more importantly, he was one of the veterans from the Battle of Arnhem, obviously one of the most famous British airborne actions of World War II. So to get items attributed to British paratroopers who served at Arnhem is really desirable and a really popular thing, and so historic. So to have something definitely attributed to one of the paratroopers that fought at the Battle of Arnhem is really something quite special. Moving on, we're coming here to one of these fine pieces. This is the British Airborne Steel Helmet, worn by all British paratroopers. This is a slightly later example, still World War II, but as you can see, it has what's known as the webbing harness chin strap. This coming much later. The earlier ones were having the leather chin strap, and the real early ones which had a fibre band coming around. Those people that are used to seeing our auctions online, you would have seen we've sold a number of these British Airborne helmets over the years, including the various types. Again, this is a really, really fine example with its original net. Lots of the original paint finish still remains on it. But what's nice as well, it's in here, B&B, size marked and 1944 dated. With collectors, always 1944 is a very, very popular date to find, obviously because of things like the Battle of Arnhem, but also the Normandy landings where the British paratroopers dropped. So always very, very desirable with collectors. Now, we've got a couple of little bits of equipment here now. So you can see here, this is a pair of British binoculars. Now, these are the binoculars 2.5 by 50, 10 degrees field pattern binoculars, dated 1945. This set of binoculars, or this type of binocular rather, is very much associated with the British Special Forces and the British Airborne Forces. So again, these are a really nice pair here, nicely all marked on here with a broad arrow stamp and numbered. Interestingly, sometimes these, the rubber surrounds, they had a lifted up slight part here to help with the eyes. These have been sort of worn down here. You can see possibly by the soldier who was given them, who owned them, maybe he found it easier to use. But again, really nice, really clear optics. Look at that, I can see everything going on. Great, great pair there. Another interesting thing of airborne equipment is this specially produced bandolier. As I take this out, I'm probably going to knock everything over, but there we go, let's have a look. Yeah, so here we have, this is the British Airborne special pattern webbing bandolier for the Sten gun magazine. Only, as far as we're aware, only given to the British Airborne Forces. It does come with 3 of the original Sten gun magazines. International bidders, please do be aware that if we do purchase this, we probably can't send you the Sten gun magazines, okay? So it really is for the Sten gun magazines, only really for British collectors. Nicely marked here, MECO 1942 dated. These were at one point a bit more common. They don't see them quite so much now. So this is just a really nice thing, which is definitely Airborne Forces related. I believe this is lot 294 in the upcoming auction. Now, I mentioned right at the beginning of the video that we had something which was post-war. So this is a battle dress blouse here of a British officer serving with the 14th Battalion, the Parachute Regiment. Now what's interesting is it has the bronze buttons here of the Hampshire Regiment. Now the 14th Battalion of the Parachute Regiment was formed as a result from the amalgamation of the Hampshire Regiment. It's really nice to see and the connecting, and again you can probably see just on here we have the coloured lanyard which is in the colours of the Hampshire Regiment, the black with the yellow fleck. Now how do we find out about that? Well, collectors, it's always so important to have a very good reference library. So I'd like to introduce you to this excellent book, British Airborne Insignia, written by a good friend of mine, Oliver Locke. You can purchase from Military Mode Publishing. If you're interested in British Airborne Insignia, this is a really good reference book. There's 2 volumes of it. This is the one on the British pieces. There also is one on the Commonwealth Forces Airborne Insignia. But again, as we come through here, as soon as we had it, we was able to look up page 303. There it is, an example of a coloured lanyard for the Hampshire Regiment, for the 14th Battalion rather, 14th Battalion Airborne Forces, and associated with the Hampshire Regiment. So again, collectors, really do have a good look for that. Now again, as you see, we're talking about reference books as well. This particular battle dress uniform does come with the trousers. We're not showing the trousers now, but it does have the trousers as well. This was a battle dress uniform that is part of the John Mills collection. We are really delighted to have been instructed to sell on behalf of John Mills his battle dress blouse collection and British uniform collection. So here you can see some of the battle dresses we've got coming up in this February auction from the mostly all from the John Mills collection. So there's a real good array of battle dresses and battle dress blouses here. Some sort of Black Watch. This is quite nice. Royal Signals from the Far East Land Forces. Devon and Dorset's Royal Artillery, again another parachute regiment, Chaplain's Department, Royal Signals, but with the Scottish Beach Group's insignia. And as we come through here, you have the Remy for the Indian Division, Pioneer Corps, Northampton's Regiment, Royal Artillery's, Welch Regiment, etc. Really good selection of British battle dress blouses. This collection is extensive and is going to be sold over the course of 2025. So we've already had one little grouping of battle dresses gone through, but this next sale in February has got a lot more coming up. And like I say, for every auction that C&T Auctioneers are holding this year, we will be having battle dresses from the John Mills collection. John Mills is the author of these 2-volume book set, reference set on badges on battle dress, which is still available to purchase, and you can see it is the encyclopedia and Bible really for British and Canadian cloth insignia that you find on British battle dresses both wartime and post-war. We're really delighted to be selling this collection, and you can find a lot more battle dresses on our website which has those. Also, a big thank you to everyone that we saw recently at the Militaria 2025 show at Stoneleigh Park. I believe at the end of this short video, you'll get to see some clips from our exhibition stand that we had there, where we had these items plus a whole number of other pieces on display there from this upcoming sale. It was really good to see so many people, and so many people got the chance to handle these original pieces that we've got coming up. Yeah, just I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe to our channel, where you'll find lots more information about what's happening at C&T Auctioneers. And if you're interested in this auction and maybe some of these pieces, please go online to our website, www.candtauctions.co.uk, where you can see the catalogue for this auction plus all the other ones we've got coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for watching this short video. Goodbye.